Look at this old thing. It's an old JVC. It's not LED, it's LCD, which means that it's lit by CCFL tubes in the back, which are probably still working. What these always suffered with is the capacitors. It's from that time, about 15 years ago, and yet somebody still wants it repaired. So it's plugged in and it's switched on, but we're not getting a standby light. But what we are getting, oh yes, if I'll just put my microphone, if I put my microphone towards the touch sensitive switches here, you hear so there's power going to the TV, just not going to where it needs to be, and that's usually down to the capacitors. So let's have a look. Always one screw left. Oops. Haven't got my microphone on. There's always one screw left. Always. Something that you don't see very often. And by the way, this TV is not as old as I thought it was. So there's the model number. It's an LT40HG25J. Of course it is. It just rolls off the tongue. Not as old as I thought. It's from 2011, so March 2011. So that really is not as old as I thought it was. Is that only 9 years? No, sorry, I've got it the wrong way around. It's 12 years. It's 11 years. Right, anyway, forget that. Look, JVC, Victor Company of Japan. So in other words, it's VCJ, but Japan's Victor Company. Even though it probably hasn't got one JVC part in it. It's obviously a Vestel. And there we have the usual culprits. That's always the one that goes. That's on the 5-volt rail line, but there's one there and there's one there. So hopefully we've got to this in time before it causes a problem, because if you leave it too long and it starts sending a bad signal to the main board, which it can do, it will take out the main board, which is why when some people replace the caps it still doesn't work. It's because main board has taken a hit, usually the EEPROM. But we've possibly got to this in time, so let's see if I've got those capacitors. That's, from memory, that's a 27 volt, and there's a 450 and 1000. I'm guessing that's gone, but we'll see. Obviously, being the safety conscious professional that I am, I'm just going to make sure that this is not going to kill me, and there's just 2.9 volts in the main reservoir cap, which is dropping slowly, so it's quite safe to work on. Just got to find some caps now. I hope I've got them here. So the first one that I've taken out is a 1000 at 16, and I'm going to stick in a 1000 at 25 volts. Sparkling clean. Sparkling clean. It's not very often we do a cap job these days, if I'm being honest. Make sure I get the polarity right, and I have. So let's stick this one in. Okay, what's the next one? We're going to go here. Is this the same? It is 1000 at 16. Let's see if I can find another one of those very quickly. And I can. Once again, getting the polarity right. There was a time when all we were doing was capacitor jobs. There was a time. Right, I probably need to push this one up a little bit, and I do. So there we go. Well, I say all we were doing. 70% of the jobs were capacitor jobs. And the only other one is the big one here, and I think that's 27 at 16. It is 27 at 16. What have I got? I've got a 22 at 25. I've got a bigger one. I've got a 47. Oh, I've got 27 at 25. Much bigger though. Look at the difference. Do you reckon that's going to wedge in? Yeah. If it doesn't, we'll make it wedge in. Now, if this was a normal board, I could just yank the capacitor out. But I'm being extra gentle because it's a Vestel board, and you just never know. Fits in there quite nice, doesn't it? just get some solder in here just to then I can lift the calf up. Oh, it doesn't need going up much anyway. We practically got it. Okay. And as I say, we just got to hope that we got to it before any other damage was caused. But there's only one way to find out, is there not? One thing for sure, this TV is going to need a good clean. Well, the screen is. The actual TV inside is fine, but outside it's a bit mucky. I think that's everything, isn't it? Let's just turn it up and see if we get a glowing picture. I don't see. Oh, something went pop. Well, did I put a capacitor in the wrong way round? Because it's gone pop. I thought I checked. You saw me. I checked, didn't I? Didn't I? Oh yeah, look. Negative should have been down there. Whoops. Let me just do that one again and take two. Okay, I've just put another one in and I've made sure I put it in the right way round because I'm a professional. Don't know if you can see, but when that cap exploded, because I'd got the TV on its side, can you see? Oh. It's left a bit of an explosional residue on my plasma screen. Ready for bang part 2? Well, there's no bang. But is the TV going to come on? Or have we got other issues? Looking like we got other issues. Okay, so it's not come on with the recap, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat up some of the caps on the board around the 5 volts. And just see if that brings it to life. May do. Hiya.
Both of these are to be priced
Of course.
first.
Do we know what the fault is?
I can't remember. That one I messaged you about the other day.
Okay.
I did send you a message about that one. I can't remember what I did.
Yeah, I do remember. I said it could be one of 3 things, so I have to have a look at that. Okay.
This one stands a chance backlights. It's just rebooted.
Is it the high sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh. Okay.
So that's a price as well.
Yeah. Now, did you bring the Phillips?
No.
Right. Oops. Sorry, I had a visitor. So I've just warmed up the other caps and I'm just going to see if that brings the TV to life. As in, gives us some sort of picture. Oh, yes. So it's come on. There we go. So we do. There could be a chance that this has been working all along and I just didn't notice. I was waiting for the screen to go blue, which they do on these. So I'm going to switch this off, let the caps cool like that. That's what I was waiting for. Switch off. Switch on. It seems to be taking a long time to come on, so I think we've still got another weak cap, and the fact that I've heated it up has made the difference, because it's supposed to be coming on now. We don't have backlights yet. I mean, these did take a few seconds to come on, but try again. Yes. I still don't know what's making that come on. Switch off. Switch on. And I'm not going to touch anything for a second. Maybe that touch sensitive switch is just turning it off and not turning it on. It's like waiting for Christmas. I don't think that touch sensitive switch is bringing it on. I'll try one more time. And if not, I'll try. I think it was coming. Oh no, it's come on. Okay. Right, I'm going to leave this TV to cool down, come back to it later on tonight and see if it comes on then I'll know the caps are okay, but there may still be a dodgy cap around there somewhere. Okay, it's later in the evening and it's much colder. I want to see if this TV comes on. Now the capacitors have colded down. I think you know what I mean. So switch the TV on. It is a bit filthy, but that doesn't matter. And it comes on. Good. Can I switch it to standby? And if I switch it on again, again, maybe that was a bit too quick. Switch it on again. Yes. Okay. So I can clean this up and we can send it back. It does need a good clean. But anyway, just a basic capacitor's change, and you see how much of an explosion it was when I get the polarity of a cap wrong, which I've done several times before, and no doubt as I get older and more stupid, and yes, I can get more stupid, I know you're going to find that quite amazing, but if I'm still running this channel in several years' time, heaven help us all. But this can go back to the customer. I don't know what to charge for this. They've already paid for the petrol and a call out, so I think the price of a cup of coffee, really, it's not worth anything. But it's nice that they've got it up and running, and I will spend a few minutes cleaning it up. Anyway, that's this one done. Ha ha, hooray. Thank you for watching.